back here today and I planted some arugula and mustard greens. These are so tiny still, but I had them in a big tray over here, and I just scooped up handfuls, but in clumps, and I just planted them about 5 inches apart, each clump. And since they're greens and they're cool weather crops, as soon as they grow up and become any kind of size, they will be picked, so they don't have to be planted very closely. Same thing with the arugula, but I just needed something to use up the space because I don't want anybody to start thinking it's a derelict garden. Anyway, I'm feeling very accomplished right now, and it's getting late, so bye. These here are strawberry seedlings that I started from seed. They're called elan. Not this. This is I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's a weed. As a matter of fact, I will pluck it now because I know what it is. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's a weed. Anyway, I just transplanted a few of them to another container, but these are tiny, and they take a long time to germinate and a long time to grow, but once they do start to because these are just their first leaves, their first true leaves, and once the second set of true leaves start, then they start to take off like crazy, and most likely these will be blooming and fruiting by July. So they're called day neutral because day neutral is it's a type of strawberry that doesn't require a certain amount of light in order to bloom and fruit. So it can essentially bloom from the beginning of the spring to the end of the fall and beyond if it's warm enough. So that's basically what the California growers have, so that they can have continuous harvests. That's not the same as ever-bearing quinault, like this kind. Quinault is a type of ever-bearing, which ever-bearing strawberry, that is, which it bears has a big June bearing harvest, and then throughout summer you'll get a few decent strawberries, a very few though, not like anything really to speak of. Every now and then you'll go to the strawberry patch and you'll be surprised and you're like, wow, I got a strawberry, and one person gets to enjoy it. That's not really, I wouldn't call that ever-bearing, but that's what it's called. In any case, and then you get June bearing, which June bearing means that you just get one big crop in June, and that's basically it, and it's over, it's done. You get to put up all your jam and your jelly and your frozen strawberries and make a million smoothies that month. But then once June is over, that's it. But not these day neutrals. Day neutrals, they continue to bear all year long. So anyway, I'm gonna prick these out and make a little hole. I'm just gonna plant these in here. Caught 2. This one is a little small. I wouldn't have pricked it yet, but I planted anyway since it came. Here you are, little baby. So cute. I'll show you when I'm done. So these are 8. Easy breezy. No big deal. Took me like two minutes to transplant these. And I put a little bit of, I think I put about a tablespoon of espoma fertilizer, garden tone, not espoma, yeah, espoma, organic garden tone. I don't know, I guess I just like having a little bit of something to kickstart the strawberries until they can get in the ground. So I transplanted some more of these strawberries into this pot with some lettuces. But I want to show you that this one here has a true leaf, or a secondary true leaf, starting already, so that one's off to a great start. Just want to throw a little water in here. I had these lettuces outside of the greenhouse, that is, and they didn't seem to be doing very well in this little container that I had them in, so I decided to pull them out and put them, give them a little bit better spacing. And this is really just a nurse pot for the strawberries. They're just going to sit in there until they develop a little bit bigger. In the meantime, here's the other set of strawberries. I finally planted up, finally decided to plant corn into this green pot. So I put, this is a little giant corn, which I think grows up to like 3 or 4 feet at maximum, but it makes a normal sized ear of corn. And I interplanted some lettuce. This is manure that I had put in here. I mixed it in well, and I waited like a day or two. That's as much as I can wait. It should be like a week, but I waited a day or two. And then I put the corn in, watered it in well to make sure that it doesn't burn the corn. And that was actually did that yesterday, so they seem like they're doing okay. They're not burned. This is actually from when they got frostbites a few weeks ago, so they are recovering nicely. But anyway, I decided to put lettuce in here with the corn because the corn takes a while to spring up and take up space. So while the corn is growing, the lettuce is going to be spreading out, getting bigger, and by the time the corn gets too tall to have lettuce in there with them, then I will be harvesting them. Or maybe the corn won't be that tall, so it won't really matter that much. But anyway, this lettuce probably only be in here for another 6 weeks at the most. Anyway, so I really think this is it. I really think I'm done for the day. So I think the whole garden is basically encompassed in the shade because the sun is on the other side of the building now. It's on the front of the house. So, and I'm tired. Anyway, see you next time.